Have you ever seen a house that just looks wrong? A house that makes you walk a little faster when you pass by. This is a story about a house like that. Hello, and welcome back to English Reading Practice. Today, we will read a story. The story is about a scary house. Our character's name is Ben. Ben is a curious person. He likes to explore. He is not afraid of many things. But that will change today. Ben lived in a small, quiet town. Every day, on his walk home, he passed a very old house. The house was at the end of Elm Street. No one lived there. The house looked sad and empty. The paint was old and falling off the walls. The windows were very dirty. You could not see inside. The garden was full of tall, wild grass and dead flowers. One afternoon, the sky was gray. Ben walked home later than usual. He stopped in front of the old house. He looked at it. The big front door was dark brown. It was open just a little bit. Ben thought that was strange. He was sure the door was always closed before. Hello? Ben sighed. Is anyone there? No one answered. The only sound was the wind in the trees. Ben felt a cold feeling on his skin. He took one step closer to the house. Then he took another step. He pushed the old door. It made a loud sound. Ben stood inside the house. The air was cold and smelled like dust. He was in a big room. There was no furniture. The floor was covered in dust and old leaves. The walls had dark marks on them. In one corner there was a staircase. The staircase went up to the second floor. It was very dark upstairs. Ben took out his phone. He turned on the light. The light from his phone was small and weak. It made big, scary shadows on the walls. Ben stopped. He heard a sound. It came from upstairs. It sounded like footsteps. Slow footsteps. Hello? Ben said again, his voice quiet. Is someone upstairs? The footsteps stopped. Everything was quiet again. So quiet. Ben looked at the staircase. He knew he should leave. He should run out of the house and go home. But he was curious. He wanted to know what was upstairs. He walked to the staircase. He put his foot on the first step. The old wood made a loud noise. Ben climbed the stairs. Each step made a sound. He finally reached the top. He was in a long, dark hallway. There were 3 doors. All the doors were closed. At the end of the hallway, there was a window. A little light came from the window. It was not enough light. Ben walked to the first door. He put his hand on the doorknob. It was very cold. He turned it slowly. He pushed the door open. The room was empty. But on the floor, in the dust, he saw something. They were footprints. Small footprints, like from a child. The footprints went from the door to the wall. And then they just stopped. Ben felt nervous. How could footprints just stop? He left that room and went to the second door. This door was different. It had a small, round mark on it. It looked like a handprint. Ben did not want to touch this door. Perdith. Opened it. This room had one old chair in the middle. The chair was facing the wall. Ben did not understand. Why was the chair facing the wall? Who would sit like that? Then he heard a sound behind him. A soft sound. It was like whispering. He turned around quickly. The hallway was empty, but now The third door at the end of the hallway was open. Just a little. It was not open before. Ben was sure it was closed. His heart beat very fast. He walked toward the third door. The floor under his feet felt soft and weak. He stood in front of the open door. He used his phone to look inside. It was a bedroom. There was a small, old bed. On the bed, there was a shape. It looked like a person sleeping under a blanket. Ben could not see a face. The blanket was over the head. Ben could not move. He was so afraid. Then, the shape under the blanket moved. It moved slowly. It started to sit up. The blanket began to fall from its head. Ben did not wait to see more. He turned and ran. He ran down the dark hallway. He almost fell down the stairs. He ran through the big, empty room. He ran out the front door. He did not stop running. He ran all the way home. When he got home, he locked his door. He sat on his chair, breathing hard. He felt that he was safe. He was in his bright, warm home. He told himself it was nothing. It was just an old, empty house. It was just his imagination. Later that night, Ben got ready for bed. He washed his face. He looked in the bathroom mirror. He was tired. Then, he saw something behind him in the mirror. For just 1 second, he saw a dark shape in the corner of his bathroom. It was the shape from the bed in the old house. Ben turned around. There was nothing there. The corner was empty. Went to bed. He left the light on. He listened to the sounds of his house. The clock ticking. The refrigerator humming. And then another sound. A soft sound from far away inside his own house. The sound of a door slowly opening. Thank you for reading with me today. Was this story scary? Practice your English by reading it again out loud. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to English Reading Practice for more simple English stories. See you in the next video. Sleep well.